All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, hello. How is everyone today? I hope I find you all well, and I hope everyone is in a good mood and ready for some exciting streaming because today will be a great day in regards to the games that we're playing for sure and the advancement that we're going to make. I am pleased with the lineup for sure, and I hope that you guys are excited for the lineup too. Welcome everyone to the first of two gameplay streams. Today is July 18th, 2021. I am DSP, and I welcome you here. I welcome you wholeheartedly. Welcome. Hold on. Welcome. There we go. So, I hope you're all in good spirits and ready for some fun. Today is going to be a great day with the lineup. We've got Fallout New Vegas on the first stream. And the reason that today's stream is going to be special is because at this point now we've probably been outside of a DLC for about, I would say, 12 to 15 hours. Because remember, we did the Old World Blues DLC, which took about 15 hours. Then we basically did a couple streams where we went to the Strip and did other things around the Strip. We had a marathon of 7 hours. And now after doing the Brotherhood questline, the Boomers questline, Raoul's questline to rescue him from Black Mountain, Jacobstown, and all these other optional things, okay? Now, we're going to head into another DLC today, after I finish up exploring Vault 34, which is actually the vault that the Boomers originated from. We're going to clear that out. Excuse me. And then you guys are going to vote on what DLC I should do next. The options are either Honest Hearts or Dead Money. Both DLCs are unique and interesting. And I don't remember how long each of them is. But much like Old World Blues, we're going to kind of get stuck in them for a couple of streams at least. So I figured now's a good time to do one before we get far too ahead of ourselves. Okay? So I hope you guys are excited for that. And you guys are going to be able to vote live on which one of those DLCs you want me to play. It should be a chill, fun, exciting time in New Vegas, as always. It's playing on the Xbox Series X, which means little to no load times at all, which is excellent. It absolutely is better on Xbox Series X with 0 load times. It's basically the opposite of the original experience on Xbox 360. If you remember, Fallout New Vegas had some of the longest load times on the Xbox 360. The game itself actually had memory holes, where the longer that you played, it would take longer and longer and longer for the game to load your save file, which obviously is not good. But now it loads pretty much instantaneously, which is really neat. Saves us a lot of time. Lets us jump right back into the action constantly. So I'm excited for that, and I hope that you guys are excited for a fun, full stream of Fallout New Vegas action right here, live. All right. Now, later tonight, tonight's late stream is going to be the continuation of Danganronpa V3. That's at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. And the reason I'm excited for that is because we are entering into the completion of Chapter 5. We're going to finish up the Chapter 5 class trial tonight and actually find out what the hell is going on. Who killed one of the students? Is another student dead? What's going on? Who's the mastermind? What the hell is happening? We're finally going to get some answers tonight, okay? And the other thing is, we're going to have a good time because we're heading into the end game of the game. Finally, after me playing this game, yes, I'm not exaggerating, we started playing Danganronpa V3 in March. In March! I'm about 60 hours into the game so far, and we're still playing it. It's that long of an effing game. But the good news is after tonight, we will finally be in the end game of the game. And hopefully within the next week to week and a half, we'll beat it. We'll wrap it up. I really hope so. Because I want to see the end. And I want to stop playing the same game. I have an Xbox Series X. I have all these things to play now. I don't want to keep playing the same games. I want to finish them. Okay? So hopefully we can within the next week to week and a half. I really hope. Okay. Awesome. Now, tomorrow, we're going to swing back to what I played yesterday, essentially, which is going to be Skyward Sword HD on the first stream. We have beaten the first dungeon and first area of the game. and we're about to head into the second, okay? So that should be fun. And then it's going to be more Mass Effect 3 on the late stream. We're actually heading into the end game of Mass Effect 3. For those who don't know, we've basically got one more major mission left to do for the Quarians, and then basically the game has one major segment left, which is the finale. But the finale does take several hours to beat. But there's one DLC left as well, the Citadel DLC. So depending on how things go tomorrow night, maybe we'll start the Citadel DLC and get it going, and that way we can finish that game sooner rather than later as well. Okay? Good stuff. And then on Tuesday, which will be my last streaming day, consecutive streaming day this week, it'll be the same as today. It'll be Fallout New Vegas and more Danganronpa. So that is the streaming schedule for the week. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it'll be the continuation of all the fun stuff that we're doing. Balancing it all out. There's going to be some Call of Duty on Thursday night, some Street Fighter on Friday night. It's good stuff coming up here, guys. Okay? And don't worry. I'm well aware that some people are like, man, Danganronpa, man, Mass Effect 3, these games just taking too long. They're going to finish soon. That's why I'm, trying to focus in on them, play them several times a week, wrap them up sooner rather than later so that we can jump into the Game Pass stuff on Xbox Series X that you guys want me to start. In fact, we were just talking about it on pre-stream here, that in a little over a week, Microsoft Flight Simulator will release here on Xbox Series X. And people are going to want to see me try that out. So I'm going to. And that's exciting. There's no commitment on my part to spend any money on it. It's just included. So if I hate it and I suck at it, I don't have to play it again. That's cool, man. That's cool, bro. Very good. All right. All right, so a couple quick things. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently at 210 channel members. This is almost the record. The other day we were at like 213. But then we dipped a bunch because we hit that third month anniversary. I was starting my third month as a full-time streamer here on YouTube. Surprisingly enough, we did not see a giant dip in memberships. Yeah, I thought for sure we were going to see a giant dip in memberships like we did last month. Like last month in the middle of the month, we dipped like 40, 50 memberships. We went from like 195 down to like 150 or lower. This month, that didn't happen. This month, we only lost about maybe 10, 15. And those people have already kind of come back and renewed their memberships. So that's a good thing. Thank you guys for that. Currently, we are trying to reach a goal of 250 concurrent members. If we do, we'll talk about what you guys want. I don't even know what you guys want for some kind of a celebratory reward because I don't think that anyone really considered that it would be possible. But now all of a sudden, it seems like it may actually be possible this month, which is pretty cool. All right, we're already going to be doing a fun marathon event that's either going to be a retrospective event, an Indies marathon, or a Game Pass-centric event, where maybe I download a bunch of games off Game Pass and I play them in a marathon style. It'll also be my second episode ever of Feasting with the King. So that's going to happen likely the first week of August. It's definitely going to happen before new releases start hitting in August. Because I believe the first new release of August is Hades, and I think that comes out on Game Pass around like the 12th or something like that. So it gives us about a week and a half to do other stuff. Excuse me. So, I would say probably around the last week of July, I'm going to open up polling for that, where you guys are going to be able to vote on the kind of marathon you want to see. And I'm curious, Indies, retrospective, or Game Pass event could be pretty fun. All of those sound good to me. Game Pass event, I've never done. Indies event, I haven't done in a very long time. Retrospective event, I've obviously done a bunch of, but they always end up being a really good time. So I'm happy with any of those, Any of those would be very exciting. Rudy Steiner says, Season 5 of Fall Guys is coming out on July 20th. Will I check it out? It's jungle theme. If it is, okay, but I haven't seen the official announcement yet. I heard that it is coming out, but they didn't, do the official trailer for it yet or anything. I'd be interested. Yeah, I'd jump in and play it. I'm not going to commit to playing it long term, but I would play it a stream or two. Excuse me. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this upcoming event, and if we hit 250 concurrent members, we'll do another special event. I don't even know what it'll be at, okay? So many benefits to becoming a member, including getting a cool highlighted name in the chat, getting access to 18 emotes and growing. Every 25 members that we get another emote unlocked. Not having to abide by the slow mode rules, which is really cool, and getting a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. Now, some people just hit their third month, and therefore, they've gotten a golden crown. So congratulations to all of you who have hit your golden crown milestone. You're entering your third month as a member. I really appreciate that. And, you know, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see that. Now, just so everyone knows, after you reach your golden crown when you start your third month as a member, the next milestone is when you start your 6th month. So now you've got a ways to go, okay? The 6th month, you get a golden crown that is encrusted with rubies and emeralds. It looks really nice. People really used to like it over on Twitch, so I can't wait to see people start having it here. Those will start in October, because it just hit July, so August, September. Yeah, October, the middle of October, people will start to get that now. Really cool. By the way, shout out to Charles, who just became a standard supporter or channel member here on the channel. I appreciate that, Charles. Yeah, what I'm noticing now, if you guys haven't noticed, every time someone becomes a member, it's the same pop-up. It's the silver crown. It's screwed up. I guess what it is on Twitch it works. It doesn't seem to work properly on YouTube, because the way I set it up is that when you first become a member, it's supposed to be a bronze crown. When you become a 2-month member, it's supposed to be silver. And when you're 3 months, it's supposed to be gold. They're not working. It just keeps playing the silver no matter what. So it seems like YouTube is screwed up. What I might have to do is upgrade that, because maybe I'll do it as the gold crown or something, or maybe the gold crown with like stuff on it. I guess we'll see. Because the silver crown all the time isn't very good. So thank you, Charles, for becoming a channel member. We're now up to 211 and growing. Thank you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy my streams, if you enjoy my content, if you like chilling with me here every day, and if you have a good time and you want to support my efforts to continue to keep doing this, please contribute today in any way that you can. I am a 100% crowdfunded guy. I don't have any sponsorships. I don't have any partnerships. I am here by myself doing my own thing, and it is you guys through crowdfunding that keep me afloat. All right? Some popular ways to contribute. You can become a channel member, as I've already mentioned. You can do a super chat or a super sticker during the stream, or you can tip me. If you do any of those things live during the stream, I will give you a verbal shout out, as long as the message that you include with that isn't something insulting or derailing or disgusting. You know what I mean. Stay positive, and you're going to get a shout out as you deserve. I really pride myself on trying to say thank you to every single person who contributes to my streams, because I really do appreciate all of the help that I get from my viewers, okay? Now, that being said, we are in the home stretch right now of me basically having to put up with the fact that I have to wait to get paid by YouTube only once a month now. I used to be able to get paid by Twitch around the 15th, and then YouTube would pay me a week later, and so I'd have money for everything, and now I don't have that money anymore. I just don't. It sucks. So, this week I've been telling you guys, please, if you're going to contribute, the best way to contribute is by tipping me, because those tips are going straight to bills. That has not changed. I have now paid one utility bill. As of this morning, one utility bill should be clearing. I have one more utility bill to pay, and then I have my back taxes payment to pay. So, all of your tips today, tomorrow, and Tuesday are going towards these bills, okay? Please consider tipping me if you are going to contribute today. I'm not looking to give to us in the mouth. If you cannot tip me and you want to contribute in another way, like becoming a member or doing a super chat, then thank you in advance for that. I really appreciate that. But I really need the help with tips right now to pay these bills. So please, if you can, please tip me. All right, how can you tip me? Well, if you look at the description of this stream, there's a link, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. That will also bring up a link. Okay, and I appreciate that. I do. Now, here's someone being a complete jackass. Says, what does your YouTube payment go to if all your bills are already paid? All my bills are not already paid. That pays the bills through the time when I'm getting paid by YouTube. You want to know what some of the YouTube payment goes to? Gee, let's see. My monthly taxes payment, which is huge. I have to pay my quarterly state taxes this month for operating a business in the state of Washington. So that has to go. I have to pay my health insurance. I have to pay my cell phone bill. That's just off the top of my head. There's more than that. That's just what I'm thinking off the top of my head that I immediately have to start paying once I get my YouTube payment. So congratulations on being a jackass who thinks that I only have like 2 bills to pay all month. You're a genius. Okay. No, see, Benjamin, I do need to get defensive because people are morons. That's why, because people are stupid and they'll make up conspiracy theories that, oh, see, when Phil gets paid by YouTube, that's his fucking cash money to go spend and throw around. It goes right to more bills. That's called being an adult, folks. Okay? So anyway, yes, you can either look at the description of this stream or type !tip into the stream chat. The link will pop up. That is how you tip me. Okay? Now, because I need tips so badly, we have rewards based solely on tips. If we raise $50 in tips, I'll put on my Gunner glasses. If we raise $100 in tips, I'll put on a vest of your choice. Now, last night, we hit it at the last minute, and it was the platinum vest. Okay? So, actually, no, we didn't hit it last night. I forgot. We did not. We were short by like $2. That was crazy. For some reason, we were short like $2 and we didn't hit the vest goal. It was so odd to me that we didn't hit it. We ended at like $90-something. So, what vests are eligible today? The beige, the blue, the platinum, and the gray. Those are the 4 vests eligible for today. Okay? So there you go. If we raise $100, those are the vests that you can vote on. If we raise $150 in tips, which would be excellent and very helpful, I will put on my cowboy hat. Okay? And then if we raise all $200, I'll be incredibly happy and it will help me out tremendously to pay these bills. Okay? So thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. But please today, if you want to support me in the best way, please tip me. I do need a lot of help with tips over the next couple of days. Once I get paid by YouTube on Wednesday, I should be fine for the rest of the month. But I need help right now with these tips. Okay? So please do if you can. And thank you in advance. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I want to cover before we get to shout-outs? Not particularly. Like, I saw some news stories overnight, which is hilarious. There's a news story that eBay has, like, hundreds of listings for the Steam Deck that are all, like, listed at $1,000 or more. People are trying to scalp. And so, I guess gaming media covered the story and contacted eBay, and they were like, I thought you said that you have a policy that you can't list pre-orders anymore because of what happened with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I thought that your policy now is that you can't, you don't do business with pre-orders anymore. It's caused too many problems. Why are we seeing hundreds of listings for the Steam Deck? And apparently eBay responded, and eBay essentially gave them exactly the same response as YouTube does. Oh, well, we don't support that. We don't. But essentially, we need people to report it. And if people report it, then we'll take down those listings. So, eBay is saying, we're exactly the same as YouTube. We refuse. We actually refuse to do anything unless you actually, like, mass report these listings. So, I don't know if anyone's going to, but apparently if you see any pre-orders listed on eBay and you report them, eBay will take down those listings and ban that user. I really don't know about that, though. Like, to me, the way I see it is if eBay cared, they would already fucking be actively doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the cop-out excuse that YouTube uses. Oh, we're such a big business, there's no possible way that we could police everything on our side. Yes, you could. It would just mean you actually have to hire enough people to do it and be a responsible business. Instead of trying to skirt all responsibility, you'd actually have to, like, hire employees to do work instead of algorithms, you see? You'd actually have to employ people, which would actually be useful for the country and for actual people out there to actually have meaningful jobs, but you don't want to do that. Instead, you want to write fucking algorithms and pretend like you know how to run a business when you don't. And so it seems like eBay is kind of saying the same thing, which I do not agree with at all. You guys know me. I've always under the impression if you're going to start something, you better do it right. Right? Not, oh, we started something and got completely out of hand because it grew so much, and now there's no way we could possibly control it. Right? I've always said this about YouTube and how other businesses that are like that model. Just think of it this way. Let's say I open up an Italian restaurant, okay? And I have no clue that this place is going to become popular. I just opened an Italian restaurant locally here in Washington. Within a year of it opening, this restaurant is the hottest restaurant you can think of. It's booked solid constantly. Every table is full. People are waiting in lines to get in. People have a 10-month wait list for reservations. This place is hot as hell. It's making tons of money. It's ultra profitable. Okay? But we're so busy that for some reason the quality slacks. And so an inspector actually comes in to the restaurant and does a health inspection and says, oh my God, you guys are violating like tons of health codes with the way that you're running things here. You got raw food sitting next to cooked food. You've got expired ingredients sitting in your fridge. You've got filth built up in your kitchen. No one's cleaning it. You know, this is not allowed per health standards. This has to be fixed. And imagine if the owner of the restaurant, me or whoever it would be, says to the health inspector, but sir, I'm so busy. I don't know how you expect me to adhere to the rules because I'm so busy. You couldn't possibly expect me to adhere to the rules that everyone else has to abide by. I'm too popular and too busy. I couldn't possibly do that. Make an exception for me, right? That's essentially what these online digital businesses do. They start up, they became virally popular, they blow up in popularity, and now all of a sudden they feel like they're not responsible for anything that happens on their sites. Oh, someone posted up disgusting content on YouTube, you know, sexual content, people being violently attacked and murdered. Oh, that's fine, because we can't police our whole site. We rely on the viewers to report stuff because we're too big. What? No. That's not how it works. You're hosting the disgusting, fucked up content. You're responsible for that. eBay has listings for pre-orders that are illegally being scalped, right? In the masses. It's against their terms of service. In some places, I'm sure it's against the law. I don't know where it is and where it isn't, because some countries may be different than others, right? So they put up these, oh, we weren't aware those were there. Well, if someone reports these to us, we'll investigate and we'll take them down because it's our policy to take it down. But no, fucking do it yourself. Stop being lazy fucks. Stop trying to operate a digital company with 10 employees. Fucking hire hundreds of people to actually work at your business so that they can scour the site for garbage content and get rid of it so that people don't get hurt. Instead of your excuses, the fucking users have to do it. The fucking users don't work for you, shitheads. The users don't get a paycheck from you, you dumb fucks. They don't have to do shit. They shouldn't be responsible for reporting bad content because you're a bunch of lazy fuckheads. You should do it yourself like any other responsible company on this planet. You should be held to the same standards as everyone else. But they are not. They get away with it. For some reason, we're in a digital age, but the law has not caught up with the digital age. We very much have rule systems and laws in place that are all for brick and mortar, brick and mortar, brick and mortar. Like I said, the restaurant would never get away with it. A brick and mortar restaurant would never get away with skirting the rules, breaking the rules. They'd be shut down. The health department would come in and say, I don't care how fucking popular you are. Shut the fuck down. You're done. And they would close the restaurant, tape up the doors, put a big violation sticker on the front door. This restaurant has violated the health code. Until they adhere by all these changes, this restaurant's closed. So why the hell do these digital businesses get away with it, right? It just doesn't make sense at all, right? It just doesn't. So when I hear about this, oh yeah, eBay has like 100 listings for the Steam Deck, which isn't supposed to be on there. According to their own terms of service, they don't have pre-orders, but there's 100 people doing it anyway. I say, what a fucking piece of shit website, and what a bunch of scumbags. Because the thing is, and here's the truth, they get money off of every sale. They get commission. So, unless someone mass reports those, they'll leave them up. They'll gladly make $100 or more a sale. They'll pocket that money. All the way to the bank, they'll be laughing. Ha 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 ha. Oops, no one user reported it. Right? And that pisses me off. It really pisses me off. We need to fucking have a situation where laws have caught up with digital entities. And these digital entities need to be in reality. Okay? They do. They need to fucking be housed in reality at this point. Not just get away with anything. Okay? And the truth is, if they actually had to adhere by the same rules as every other business, they'd be much better. And the internet would be a much better place. Because you wouldn't have these things happening that are pretty toxic and disgusting everywhere. because they would have to adhere to the same rules as everybody else. You wouldn't get, you get away with posting any kind of defamatory, fucked up, slanderous content. You post up some of the most fucked up, overpriced, scalping prices possible for anything on eBay. You know what I mean? Like, it just wouldn't exist. It would all be wiped. And by the way, they'd employ tons more people. The thing is, these companies are greedy. These companies want to roll in money and don't actually have to spend money to make the money. So they already got a good thing going. We got websites that are completely automated, running on algorithms, right? Limited staff to actually have to operate these businesses. But the money rolls in every day. So to them, they see insane profits with no risk, right? All reward, no risk. Because no one's making them live up to the standards of other businesses, right? So why would I hire employees to actually do the job right when I can operate doing the job completely half-assed and no one holds me accountable for it, right? It's pretty fucked up. What am I talking about? I'm talking about eBay having hundreds of listings for the Steam Deck for insanely exorbitant scalping prices, and then Games Media reached out to eBay saying, why are you allowing this? And eBay said, we don't. It's against our rules. Just mass report it and we'll take it down. To which I laugh and say, that's not the person. It's not a person's responsibility to do that. It's eBay's responsibility. They're lazy as fuck. They shouldn't get away with it. Shout out to I Am David, who just did a $5 super sticker. It looks like a Shiba Inu who is saying hiya. That's very cute, actually. Thank you very much, I Am David, for the super chat. Or, excuse me, the super sticker. I appreciate that. First super sticker of the day. Okay. So anyway, you guys know my take on scalping. You know that I completely disagree with it. I feel that everyone should have an equal footing and an equal opportunity to get anything. You shouldn't have to fucking buy it from some dumb fuck scalper who abused the system and wrote a bot to fucking get it and shit. So, I hate scalpers to begin with, and I hear this story. It pisses me off that this is still going on at this point. Okay? Seriously. Okay. Anything... There really wasn't much gaming news today at all. I guess there's going to be a new Tom Clancy game coming out. Yeah, I guess so. There's going to be a new Tom Clancy game coming out at some point. And I guess tomorrow there's actually going to be a premiere of this game and the gameplay. I don't really care because, as you guys know, Tom Clancy is a franchise that has been run into the ground so much by Ubisoft that I feel that the name now has zero meaning. If you remember the last major Tom Clancy game that came out, they presented it was, what's his name? The actor from The Walking Dead and The Punisher. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to be in this game. It's Tom Clancy game. There's a dog. It's my teammate. And you do this and that. And the game was terrible. And it fucking flopped horribly and didn't sell at all. So, I'm definitely curious what this new Tom Clancy game will be. Is it going to be anything of any value? Because I really do feel like Tom Clancy's been completely run into the ground, which sucks. Tom Clancy was a great author. Rest in peace, Tom Clancy, by the way. But now his name being attached to all these fucking games. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Outside of that, there's really nothing else going on in news, I don't think, so. Alright, I guess we shall get to shoutouts now. Before the stream started, overnight, I actually received a $5 tip from Rob, so I want to give him a shoutout. He says, for 12 minutes, could we possibly play this game without your camera? I feel it's very important to the game to see everything on the screen at all times. Now, here's the thing. I haven't really heard much about 12 minutes in a very long time. The game's been in development for quite a few years. It looked very unique when they first presented it. I've been excited for the release of the game. Supposedly, it's finally supposed to come out next month. Alright? I think it's around the middle of August. And it's under Game Pass, which is excellent. It means I'll be able to play it with no risk. Alright? The premise of the game is that the entire game takes place inside of one room. And it's supposed to be a husband and wife who are arguing about something. I don't know exactly what it's about because I haven't followed the game in a while, but apparently they're having this big argument, and during the argument, all of a sudden, a hitman bursts into the home and murders them both. Okay? Then the game restarts as if it's Groundhog Day. Remember see the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? Where he just keeps reliving the same day over and over and over. No matter how it ends, he just restarts at the beginning of the same day again. So, the premise is, you have to keep reliving this scenario over and over, but you may have knowledge of what's previously happened, which is weird that you do. It's like you are Bill Murray essentially in this game. So now it's your job to try to figure out what's going on. Who was the hitman? Why did he come in and kill you? Is there a way that you can prevent him from doing this? Is there a way you can figure out what's going on behind the scenes that a hitman is coming to kill you? You know what I'm saying? It's a very interesting premise for a game. It also stars very notable voice actors. Daisy Ridley is the wife. God, the guy, James McAvoy. Is it James McAvoy? I think it's James McAvoy is the husband. And Willem Dafoe apparently is the hitman. These are excellent voice actors. This is top-notch stuff. Okay? Very good. So, I'm excited for this game. Now, the question about this is, number one, how long of a game will this be? Is this a game that if you make the right choices, you could beat it in like 2 minutes? But how would you know what the right choices are? Right? You don't know until you play it many, many times. So it has tons of replayability, but I guess you kind of have to be lucky, I guess? Because the way I see it is someone could play this and kind of explore, click around or whatever, and figure it out right away and you beat the game. And then someone else might take hours upon hours upon hours to figure the whole thing out, you know? Now, in regards to what Rob's saying here with his tip, he's saying, I feel like maybe you should not use the webcam because it'll block parts of the screen and maybe every single part of the screen is important. I guess we don't know, right? Like, we actually don't know. We never played a game like this before. I mean, I never have. This is going to be a completely unique gameplay experience. He may be right. There may be like a corner of the room where if you go over there and look, there's a secret and you need to discover that secret and it opens up a new leg of the plot and then you could, you know, you save yourself or something. I don't know how this is going to work at all, right? I guess we'll have to see together, but would I turn off my webcam completely? I mean, people love to see face cam for live streamers. I mean, I personally never used to use face cam, and then people started demanding it for playthroughs like horror playthroughs and From Software playthroughs. And then when I became a full-time streamer, all of a sudden people demanded it all the time. They just wanted face cam all the time. And by the way, I should say shout out to I Am David, who became a channel member. Thank you, I Am David. I want to add this to the running total before I forget. Thank you very much for both the super sticker and the membership. Thank you, sir. Okay, so that being said, I don't know enough. I feel like I don't know enough about the game at all to really judge it and say whether or not face cam would hinder. What I would say is this: if we start playing it, and I do notice that, man, I have to go to every corner of this room, and my face is blocking stuff or whatever. Okay, then yeah, I would consider turning off the face cam or shrinking the face cam, whatever we need to do. All right, whatever needs to be done to make the playthrough good. I actually feel 12 minutes is going to be one of the more unique playthroughs I've ever done because it's just a unique game, and that's a good thing. In 2021, having a game that's completely unique is a very good thing because there's just not that many unique games. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many games that follow the same kind of cookie cutter formulas. Just paint by numbers, follow the guidelines, connect the dots, don't do anything outside the box. That's not good. Games that go outside the box are few and far between these days, and having one that's going to be different is actually a good thing. I just hope that it translates into a fun game playthrough, okay? Because some people in the stream chat have just made an interesting observation. They actually just said the following. They said, extreme close-up. They said, what if it's boring? What if you keep redoing the same things over and over and over to the point where you're just bored? Because you just keep doing the same thing, you can't figure it out, and it becomes very tedious and very repetitive, and someone even drew parallels to Returnal, okay? Fair enough. Fair enough. It could be. We don't know. Look at Returnal. Some of the time I was playing Returnal, I was having a grand old time, and then for about 10 hours, I was bored to fucking tears because I couldn't beat the third stage, right? So I guess it really depends. The way I see it is like, if every time I'm redoing this Groundhog Day-esque scenario in 12 minutes, as long as we're learning something or finding something new, it would probably be fun. But you're right. If I keep doing runs, I can't find anything, can't figure anything out, dead, it might get boring. You're absolutely right. So I guess we have to see. We have to see together. All right? We have to see, is it going to be fun or is it going to be boring? Like Returnal was. Okay, fair enough. Returnal was not boring the entire time, just about 75% of the time. Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, so thank you for that. Now, that was an overnight tip. That does not count towards today's stream. The first stream of today is from Anso Kamaru, who tipped me $1.30 and says, I know you mentioned Final Fantasy VII and Chrono Trigger. Are there other games you wish you could play but can't due to the nature of your streams? Currently, I'm playing a new Streets of Rage 4 DLC, and it's incredible. I don't think that would work for you, though. I mean, Lost Odyssey is also a game I've always wanted to play. I played it back in the day before I became a YouTuber, when it was a new release. I absolutely loved the game, but I've never had a chance to play it for YouTube or streams. I guess at this point it would just be YouTube because I do everything on YouTube, right? Yeah, so that's another one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else from like back in the day that I haven't played yet. At this point, maybe like Final Fantasy V, because that's what I've actually played a few times. I like the game. I think that the gameplay is good. The plot's not as good, but I do still like the game. I never played that one either. But I would argue, the big three would actually be: I want to play Final Fantasy VII, I want to replay Chrono Trigger, and I want to play Lost Odyssey. Those are the three. There you go. Fireball Axe. Wait a minute, I didn't put him up on the leaderboard. What am I doing? I put the dollar into the trips total, but I didn't put his name on the leaderboard. So that's Anso Kumaru. I have no idea what the fuck that means. So I hope it doesn't mean like Phil has a big stinky chode or something. I hope that's not what it is. I don't know. It could be. People are constantly talking about my stinky chode, so. Fireball Axe to be $1.30. He says, the reason eBay isn't moderating all the scalp tech is because they make a flat 10% on every single sale. Imagine how many thousands of dollars PS5 and PS5s were sold on that platform. Probably hundreds of thousands around the world. Big money. Yeah, they probably, I'm not even kidding, they probably made millions of dollars on it. They probably made millions of fucking dollars on PS5 sales on that site. They probably did. I'm not, no exaggeration. Snowcarl to the $1.30 says, do you really want YouTube and eBay to become like Twitch and police their site like communists? That kind of censorship led to you getting kicked from the site. It's dangerous, and scalping is not illegal as a result of supply and demand. First of all, no, I was not kicked off of Twitch as a result of policing. They are liars. Because if Twitch actually did kick me out of their partner program as a result of policing, all right, number one, they would have presented evidence as of such, and number two, they would have kicked me off the site completely, which they did not do. They lie. Essentially, the lawyers knew they didn't have to be honest because they had no legal responsibility to be honest about the situation. I guarantee you they have no evidence of any wrongdoing because if they did, they would have presented it to me as justification rather than look like villains, which they are, you know? And if there really was an egregious policy violation of me doing hateful things on the site, I would have been banned from the site, which I wasn't. I didn't even get any disciplinary action against my account. I was just kicked out of the partner program. It's complete bullshit. They lied, okay? What I feel is that there was something underlying going on behind the scenes that for some reason, either someone at that company, maybe in management, had a bug up their ass about me from something that happened over the years, or, as I explained, there were so many false mass reports against me over on that site that they just didn't want to deal with it anymore. The same thing that happened to me with Curse when I was partnered with Curse here on YouTube many years ago. I was with them for a whole year. I never did anything wrong. And Curse said, we got to let you go from your partnership contract because we get so many false reports about you. We don't have the manpower to really deal with it. We're wasting more money having people check into the fake reports on you than we're making as profit as cuts from your ad revenue on your videos. Yeah. So that's why they released. It's probably the same exact thing. It's probably exactly the same thing. So, no. What you're saying, Still Carl, doesn't apply at all. The big picture, what you're saying does apply. Big picture, what you're saying is, what if YouTube, Twitch, all these websites, every website that you do anything on that has user-generated content, whether it could be a listing or a sale, whether it's a video you post, a stream, what if they all became very, very restrictive with the rules and they were policing the sites? What would happen? Okay, do you want to know what would actually happen? I'll tell you what would happen. Overnight, the toxic shit would disappear. Over fucking night. There would be no more defamation, No more slander. It would all go away because those accounts would be fucking terminated overnight. Completely, irrevocably gone. If they try to make a new account, IP ban. These fuckers would be wiped from the fucking internet. It would be beautiful. It would be a very beautiful thing to see scumbag, toxic people wiped from the fucking internet. It would. It would actually change the entire nature of the internet. Because right now, the internet is basically like the Wild West. Because there's no repercussions for actions on the internet. People go out and do whatever the fuck they want. It would be gone overnight. They would have to actually act like normal, respectable fucking humans again. Right? Seriously. It would be an overnight change. Now, admittedly, this is a slippery slope. I'm going to see it from both perspectives. Okay? I'm going to see it from both perspectives. It would be a slippery slope. Because the moment this happens, now, you got to be careful about everything you say. Oh my God, is something that I just said, is this free speech? Or are they going to say that this is something that's not covered by free speech? And it's now, you know, are we going into the realm of hateful content? And now it has to be moderated and yada, yada, yada. So that's the thing. We would have to find a balance. Right now, there is no balance. Right now, the reason, the reason why we have big controversial things that happen on the internet, like Dr. Disrespect gets completely banned from Twitch and has to move to YouTube because for no explanation, right? The reason that's controversial is because there's no transparency, there's no consistency, and there's no actual proper enforcement of anything. It's rare when something gets enforced, and then when it gets enforced, it's big news because it's shocking to everyone, right? So if everything all of a sudden, everyone was held responsible and everyone had to start enforcing the rules for real, you're right, there would be a whole shift of change in mentality. Here's the thing, though. I'm not too worried about it. Seriously, I'm not too worried about it at all. I don't do content that's extreme. I don't do content that sifts through other people's dirty laundry, that you know, deals with rumors or bullshit. I play games, right? I don't have to worry about that shit. I don't. I'm not someone who's going to hurt others and say messed up things about people, right? So I'm not worried about it at all. Who should be worried are the fuckers who they make their entire lives based on that, right? They have entire businesses based on that. About hurting others. Personal benefit from hurting someone else. Yeah. So those are the people who got to be fucking worried. Not someone like me who legitimately makes content that entertains people, that is not harmful, not defamatory or slanderous. It's genuinely entertaining gameplay and interaction with my audience. Okay? There you go. I hate Twitch stream. I hate Twitch and their streams tipped $1.30 and says Twitch took away your ability to make money. When you asked for an explanation, they called you a racist. What a great company. That's exactly what happened. They took away my partnership. When I asked them what happened, they said we did an investigation and we found you violated you violated our policy on hateful speech or something like that. And I responded to them and said, no, I didn't. I know for a fact I didn't because I'm not that kind of person. You have to prove what you're saying. You can't just blindly tell me something. You have to prove it, provide the evidence now, or else apologize and reinstate my account. And then they never responded ever again because they knew that they didn't have any evidence. They lied. They're full of shit. Like I said, there's definitely something else going on behind the scenes there. Whether it was someone at that business doesn't like me and my content and has a bug up their ass about me for some reason, or like I said, getting mass reported by trolls on a daily basis, the site, they just didn't want to bother with it anymore. It was too much of a hassle for them to deal with. It's one or the other. It's not what they're saying. There's no way they could have enough justifiable evidence to kick me out of their partner program for that, but not ban me from the site. It's bullshit. It's a complete bullshit reason, and the lawyer who wrote the email to me knew he didn't have to answer anything. He knew that if he actually concretely provided evidence, that was evidence for me to dispute in a court of law. So that's why they didn't do that. That's exactly why. Albert Aponte took me $2.30. He says, I think you did the right thing leaving Twitch because they treated you wrong. I completely agree. And the thing is, I did actually try to tough it out and stay there for about another 2 to 3 weeks. And then, when I was falsely suspended They tried to say that I said, like, the N-word or something, which I never said. When I was falsely suspended for that, that was the end of it for me. I said, no fucking way am I going to try to operate my business on a site that's going to do that on a whim. Oh, suspend his account because we suspect he said something bad, and then when we actually investigate, we realize he didn't, and we lift the suspension. No, fuck them. Fuck them. They are irresponsible, unprofessional, and I don't want to deal with them anymore. Let them have their fucking horse shit streams over there, bringing in them tons of money, their garbage content. I'll be over here doing what I've always wanted to do, being a gamer. Right? That's what the whole reason why I started. To be true and genuine to who I am and what my interests, and having an audience that actually resonates with me. Not being over at a fucking website where girls are licking ear microphones and shit. Fucking disgusting. Bitch at Review Shrek USA. Tip me $1.30 and says, who is a worse doctor? Cosby or Disrespect? Wow. Well, neither of them were a real doctor, right? Neither of them were a real doctor, so I guess they're both terrible doctors. There you go. See, if I were Dr. Disrespect, I would have changed my name to Dr. Disrespected. And I totally would have had a persona where it's like, wow, I was completely disrespected by Twitch, and I'm going to show them by being successful somewhere else. I would have changed my name and everything. I mean, he's still ultra successful, but I would have used that as a new platform to launch and become doubly successful. Anyway, Snowcrawl tipped $1.30 and says, you're not too worried about censorship advocating for something like an internet Stasi. What the fuck is that? You play games by the rules you laid out. You have been banned 10 years ago for your off-color jokes. That's why we have a free internet. Huh? Again, yeah, 10 years ago it would have been a problem. I'm not like that anymore. I don't do that kind of stuff that's harmful. I don't. Watching one of my streams, you tell me who's harmed by me playing Fallout New Vegas today. Who did I hurt, right? No one. The people who need to worry are people who actually make harmful content and actually benefit off the harm that they cause to others. That's who has to worry. Timbo sliced at me $1.30 and says, IP banning is pointless. It takes 2 seconds to get around an IP ban. I mean, it's true, but you have to spend money to do it. VPNs are not free. So, fuck that person. Oh, I'm going to use a VPN. Go ahead. Keep spending money. Your money's going to run out at some point. You know? It's going to become not worth it to keep making that new account and making that new IP, you know? Jasper's pawing the TV again. Jasper, I didn't even start playing yet. You've jumped the gun, Jasper. I haven't booted the game yet. You're way ahead of time. He's completely ahead of himself. You have to wait for me to at least play the game first to block the TV. Anyway, Samagthra V2 just did a super chat. It says, have some dosh. Hope your career works out here on YouTube after that Twitch fiasco. Thank you very much, Samagra. I appreciate that. What was it? Samagra V2? Hold on. Would you stop pawing that television? It's so cute when he does it, but it's silly as hell. Samagthra. Samagthra V2. Stop pawing the TV. He won't stop. He's so silly. Buddy, what are you doing? Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty, what are you doing over there? He wants to keep pawing it. Would you stop that? I'm going to tickle you. I'm going to tickle you. Look at you. You're a nutty kitty. You're a nutty kitty, man. That's so silly. I wonder, you know what it is? It's because my TV has that kind of glossy finish to it. So I wonder if, like, it feels good on his paws to rub his paws on the television. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it probably has a unique feel to it. So he probably likes to do it. It's pretty funny. Okay. He did it again. Jasper! You nut. Jasper Kitty, I'm not playing the game yet. It's not effective, what you're doing. Oh my goodness. I wish I could show you guys this. Let me see if I can take a picture if he keeps doing it. Oh, he stopped. I'm going to take, next time he does it, I'm taking a picture of it. Go ahead, do it again, Jasper. He's not doing it. I want to take a picture of him doing it to show you what I mean. Oh, he's doing it right now. Oh my God. I got a picture of it. It's the most ridiculous thing. He's still doing it. He seriously won't stop. I'm gonna post this up. This is so hilarious. How do I post a picture up on Instagram? I haven't posted on Instagram since March. Holy shit. That's a long time, man. I haven't posted since March. How do I even post a picture on here? I don't even know how to do it anymore. They changed it. Yeah, how do I do this? You can now add music. I don't know if this worked. I don't think this worked. I don't think this worked. I don't know how to use this yet. Oh, wait, is this it? Here it is. Here it is. Here we go. I'm going to post this up. He's doing it again. He's about to do it again. What is going on? Wow, I can't believe I haven't posted this since March. I don't even think about Instagram anymore. Like, it's such an afterthought that I don't even, like, you know, never even pops into my mind. Alright, so I just posted on Instagram and on Twitter this picture of Jasper pawing the television. It's pretty funny. He's a nut. He's a friggin' nut. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, so far, thank you for the support. I think I've gotten through all the shout-outs so far. So, as of now, we're at 212 channel members. Thank you. We got a couple new ones here. Okay. Thank you to Samagthrut V2 for the generous super chat. And thank you to Anso Kamaru for the tip. And everyone else who tipped. Actually, I take this back. Alfred Aponte is the top tipper of the day. I have to get him on the leaderboard there. I screwed it up. I didn't post him up. Let me get Alfred Aponte up there, because he is the top tipper. $2.30. There we go. So thank you, Alfred, for the top tip of the day. Again, reminder, guys, I really need your help with tips today to finish up paying these bills. I have one more utility bill that needs to be cleared, and I have a back taxes payment. Okay? Okay. I just received an anonymous $1.30 tip, and someone is specifically bringing up King Vanity's behavior. Alright? So, I don't actually know what happened because I was paying attention to the stream last night. But I guess King Vanity was getting into fights with people in the chat, and apparently was saying things such as, if you're not a channel member, you're not a real fan of Phil, and stuff like that. Okay? So, allow me to talk briefly about it so that way we can move on from it. Okay? Fair enough? Alright, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. I do not require anyone to contribute in any way to my streams in order to become a welcome member of the stream. Alright? You want to come and watch the content, hang out with me, chill, have a good time. Great. You want to interact with me? Great. You want to remain quiet and not interact with me? That's also great. Well, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. My content has always been free. My content will always be free. That's the formula that I adhere to. Now, if you like the content enough that you want to see it continue, and you have the means by which you'd actually like to support this stream, okay, then please, by all means, do so, okay? Become a channel member, super sticker, super chat, or, as I said, today's particularly, I need help with tips. I do. I need help with tips in the next couple of days until I get paid by YouTube. Please tip me if you can. You know, you've helped me tremendously so far, and I hope that we can keep this going, okay? Thank you for that. But, that being said, it's not required. I'm not sitting here and demanding that anyone do anything. No, I don't hold anyone in less of a regard because they don't contribute. And in fact, you may notice there's regulars that come by this stream who do not contribute, who I interact with all the time. because I cherish the fact that they're regulars. They come to the stream and they hang out with me and have a good chill time, and they're a positive impact and influence on the stream. You don't have to monetarily contribute if you can't. I'm okay with that. All right. So I also want to make it clear that I operate this stream, not anyone else. I am solely responsible for what airs on this stream, not anyone else. That's why I try to retain complete control over the stream when it comes to the leaderboards and stuff, why I don't automate stuff, because I want to keep as much control over my streams as possible, keep it as clean as possible, and keep it as in line with what I want as a content creator, all right? It is not anyone's job, responsibility, nor should it be anyone's power to demand something of any other stream viewer, all right? So I want you to understand, if any stream viewer comes in here and says, oh, you should become a member, oh, you should tip, oh, you should do that, ignore them. That person has zero impact on the stream and has no authority to do so. If they become completely obnoxious to the point where they won't leave people alone about it, report them. Report them to a mod, report them to me, whatever you need to do. And I'll look into the situation. All right? What happened with King Vanity was people were absolutely goading him. It was done on purpose. There was a group of people last night who were newcomers to the stream. They were not regulars. They were not any people who were here normally. They came in particularly to try to fucking bother King Vanity to get him to kind of lose his cool and say stuff that they wanted him to say so that they could get him in trouble. And I saw it happen. And I let it go at first. And then I kind of spoke up and I said, guys, you're derailing the stream. Please stop. Okay? And then after all that happened, by the end of the stream, these two idiots were still fucking doing it. And, you know, I have patience, but 2 hours of patience is a lot to ask. 2 fucking straight hours, you're going to keep this up and argue and shit. So I fucking banned them at the end of the stream, okay? Now, some people came into the stream in the middle of the stream, and they just saw King Vanity arguing with a group of people and thought that it was, like, legit. It wasn't. These were people who specifically came in here to try to derail the stream. I saw it happen myself. They literally came in here to try to get him in trouble. That was their agenda from the beginning. Now, again, I'm going to publicly say this. It was not King Vanity's right, nor is it anyone else's right to try to act like an agent of this stream and say, oh, you should become a channel member. You should do this. You should do that. No, none of that makes any sense. No one has the right to do that at all. Okay? So King Vanity was in the wrong when he said those things. But he understands that, and this morning he apologized to me, and he says, yes, I was goaded by trolls, and, you know, it sucks. I shouldn't have done that. I'm not going to do it again. All right? If I see it happen again, then I will take it. I will take care of it. Okay? Please understand that. Like, I'm not going to let my streams constantly be derailed by a bunch of bullshit. In particular, when I'm playing Mass Effect 3, it's so much combat that I have to concentrate on the game constantly. I can't just keep looking at the stream chat to see what's going on. So I really kind of lost track of what was happening, and I would jump in the middle and be like, what's this? I tried to figure out what's going on. It was a pain in the butt. Okay? So I apologize to anyone who last night, maybe you were annoyed by the stream chat. I actually got a couple complaints behind the scenes from people about it. I hear you. I'm sorry. I will try to make sure it doesn't happen again. When moderators are here full time, it doesn't happen. It just so happens we had King Gokin here, and then he had to take off, and it was just me. And so it was hard for me to play the game and moderate at the same time. And sometimes these things happen. All right? And apologies all around. Like I said, King Vanity already apologized. So everything's good. If it happens again, then it'll be time to take serious and decisive action, as they say. All right? Fair enough? I hope so. Snow Carl Preservation SOC tipped $4.20. What does that even mean? Snow Carl Preservation sock? Well, I'm going to say Snow Carl Preservation sock. I'm not going to type that out. It's huge. Thank you for the tip. I don't know what that means, but thank you. You're the biggest tipper of the day. $4.20. Okay. Oh, crap. There we go. Oh, Society. Snow Carl Preservation Society. SOC stands for Society. There you go. Snow Carl to the $1.30 and says, if people have issues with chatters, moderation, or the status streams, they should take this up privately with you or the mods. Bullying other members because they support the stream like King Vanity is disgusting. Yeah, and that's the thing. And some people did. Like, I actually very much appreciate and respect the two people who behind the scenes wrote me an email overnight. They said, man, that kind of went out of control last night. Can you make sure it doesn't happen again with King Vanity and everything? Yes. And, you know, I appreciate people did that. Because then I know it's a serious situation and I should look into it. Now, I'm going to take it by personal agenda today on Phil's stream to just argue with this fucking chat member and completely derail everything. It was obvious what their agenda was from the fucking start, which is why they're not here anymore. King Sanity tipped $1.30. He says, all chat and no tips makes Homer something something. There you go. That's a Simpsons reference, I think. The Homer something something. Thank you for the tip. So, currently, we're at $16 in tips. All right. Good head start before we start playing. $50, Gunner glasses. $100, you get to choose a vest. $150 cowboy hat. Goal is trying to hit 200. I really would love to hit that goal. I need to hit it, essentially, to pay my bills coming up the next couple of days. Great stream ahead. We're going to finish up Vault 34. Then you guys are going to vote on the DLC I'm about to play. Right here in New Vegas. This should be a fun, chill time. It always is. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Thank you for a great pre-stream. Let's take a break. During this break, I recommend you grab a drink or a snack, use the restroom yourself as I'm going to do, or whatever you need to do. And when I come back, it is full swing into Fallout New Vegas for today, my friends. Okay? Thank you, guys. I'll see you after the break.